Fresh out the box! 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 Fresh out the box!
Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box plays Modern Age Threefold by Green Ronin Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johanna.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. Tonight, I'll be playing the part of Norman.
Robert? Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is it me? Okay, I'll go.
Oh, Robert, yeah, go.
Yeah, go. Alright, and hello, I am Robert, a friend of Fresh Out the Box. I am excited to be playing the part of Virgil, the Omni Chronicler, who just doesn't seem to be able to wrap his head around what's happening, and also got mugged or jumped last session, so that was great.
Well, I'm Michael Powell, and aka Mr. Kapow, and I'm playing Max, the clueless slacker delivery boy whose arms like glowing gnarly like, man. Dude.
So yeah, a quick recap. First off, happy Halloween, everybody. This is gonna be our last game before Halloween, but we will be streaming tomorrow for our podcast. But yeah, so last time on Modern Age, the first session, you guys all kind of had your introductions. Gary's character Norman entered through a portal, discovered a world in shambles due to an ongoing war, and found that something snuck through the portal to their side. Meanwhile, Virgil, trying to figure out this artifact that Norman had brought back on a previous expedition, is attacked by unknown assailants, masked unknown assailants, who attack him and try to take something that Mr. Kapow had already touched. Max, you before that, I got it out of order. Max had touched this artifact and been struck down. The ruins from the artifact disappeared, and all seemed fine at first. Later, this masked person tried to track down Mr. Kapow, yelling about the cipher. After battle, death, and hiding on the Santa Monica Pier, you guys escaped to a pho restaurant, of course, and had yourself some lunch where you met up with Norman, who found you guys. During this time, you played hot and cold with your glowing arm and wound up being led to the Santa Monica tunnel system.
Oh, yeah.
In the drainage ditches. It is then that you realize the masked swordsman is watching you from the other side of the canal on a motorcycle. And it is there that we pick up you guys standing before the mouth of the tunnel leading below Santa Monica. That's you guys.
Okay. Dude. Oh, man. Who are those gnarly guys?
I was hoping you could tell us. It looked like they were after you.
Dude, I just deliver stuff like Zaz and packages and stuff, and I have no idea who those dudes were.
Are you sure you haven't made, some bad friends in bad places, if you know what I mean?
Nah, man. Pretty chill with everybody, actually.
You guys can hear vroom, 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 and you can see the swordsman going around the canal to try and get at you. You have some time, but they are on their way.
I'm afraid if we don't pick up and get the hell out of here now, we're in for another round.
Dude, yeah. Let's we should probably get out of here. That's probably a good idea.
I'll lead the
I
way.
agree. Please do.
Where do you go?
I'm gonna run down into the underbelly of this city so we can get out of sight.
Absolutely. As you do this, Mr. Kapow, Max, your arm starts glowing brighter and brighter. Eventually, it hits like a limit, and it hurts a bit. It's not unbearable, but it does burn. And you guys, both of you, Norman and Virgil, you can see the ruins that were once on this trudgeon club-looking cylinder blazing on his arm.
Dude, dude, what the?
You guys don't even need a flashlight in here. The green light provides all the light you need.
Dude, the nightlight arm, man. It's burning.
I have half a
After the
mind.
ruins.
I have half a mind to cut this arm off and take it back with us. I'm not sure if we need him so much as the runes.
No, not cool, man. Not cool. That is not cool. We are not cutting off my arm. No.
Okay.
No. Non-consent.
Let's make this a second option. I would like to say I also came in contact with the object and nothing happened to me, so it may be specific to our pizza delivery friend here.
Either way, we're gonna need to get it back to a lab so we can have it looked at. We can't have him running around with whatever this codex is on his arm throughout the city.
Well, you might want to call your mom and tell her maybe coming home a little bit later than you thought.
Not to mention our headquarters has been compromised. We'll need to go somewhere else. Lest you forget the masked men came in and kicked your ass, sir.
All the while, you guys are heading deeper into the tunnels. Eventually, you'll hear someone turn that off, and you'll see a homeless person in a box house kind of situation, like sitting there with the green light glowing in their eyes.
Sorry, homeless dude.
You can cover it.
Max is gonna take off his Hawaiian shirt and just kind of wrap it around the glowing arm part.
It does, yeah, you can't see it very well at all. Every now and again, like, a little beam will emit from the the edges of your shirt. But for the most
Well,
part,
he's
this
gonna
does
uncover-
work.
What he's gonna actually do is gonna uncover just like a fingertip part. So he's gonna try to direct like beam of light, kind of like a flashlight.
If you want to try and wrap it in such a way that you can still use the light, that's fine. It is much darker now. Your field of vision narrows to just ahead of you, and this pale green light. The guy who you were talking to starts coughing. That's better. He'll like go to sleep, or
That's
his
gonna
eyes,
kinda-
at least.
Kind of, have the little beam of light from his fingertip like ahead of them, just so they don't fall into something bad or something.
Behind you, you guys hear, "Vroom, vroom," and it starts echoing as it hits the inside of the tunnel. Vroom, vroom, it starts echoing.
Dude, let's cheese it. They're here.
We should
Dude, I think
move.
they found us.
I'm gonna look around. With the homeless guy being down here, are there any? Are there things? Is there stuff down here?
Yes. So as you start to head further in, you look around. It opens up into kind of like a big warren style room with columns and smaller drainage ditches kind of thing. And then you see what is best described as a ramshackle village of homeless people down here. You see they're congregating down here for sure. And as you run away from the sound of impending assault, Max, you run smack dab into a woman, make her drop all of her stuff. Hey,
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I am so
whoa,
sorry.
there's no
That was-
rush. There's plenty for everybody. All right, you just need to take your turn and get in line. And she'll look at you, kind of confused. She'll look at the three of you. You'll see standing in front of you a young woman, mid-20s, about 5'8", dark hair, sort of dark complexion. She looks like she might be Latinx or something to that degree.
Good evening, young woman.
And she's wearing like a jacket that has a symbol on it. It's at some kind of rec center or something, and then she's wearing like a badge, like an ID badge.
Would you happen to know where we could find a length of chain?
Length of chain? What? I suppose. Just look around. I'm sure there's something. Can you help me maybe pick this stuff up? You see that
Yeah,
she
I'll
dropped-
be picking stuff up when I ask.
She had a
Also,
box
wow.
full of like bags, and each one has like goods in it, like some food, some candy, some like toothbrush, kind of stuff. You see that she has needles, and she has like condoms and like weird stuff. So it's pretty clear you ran into some sort of social worker here.
Max is also gonna be helping, pick up all the stuff as well.
You guys no longer hear the crotch rocket.
Dude, if there's somewhere we could like another exit, like not that, but not there, and he points to where they just came from.
She'll look down that way. Like, she'll, like, stop what she's doing and kind of look down that way like she's expecting to see something. She'll look around. She'll be like, yeah, these tunnels lead all over Santa Monica. And as this is happening, a little girl will pull on her arm. Jessica, can I was next. Can I have my bag for me and my dad? It's a very young girl, about maybe 10, 12. She's just a very young black girl, and she has just the sweetest little face. She's very cute.
Little girl, I'll bend down to her. Do you know the most complicated way to get out of these sewers?
She'll look at you. She'll give you the weirdest look. You carry a lot of darkness. And then she'll, like, grab a bag and run back to a man standing off to the side. He's a white guy, about 40, kind of tall, about 6 foot. And, like, his clothes look decent. They look like maybe they're recently homeless.
I'll
walk up.
I'll stand up and look, him from foot to eye and make eye contact, and as Virgil goes to speak to him.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'll just walk up and say, hello. So, it's a pleasure to meet you. But we are looking for a alternative route out that does not lead back towards the pho restaurant. So if you could help us out, pointing us in the most opposite direction, that would be lovely.
During all of this, there are lots of other people around, men, women, children, all looking desperate, and all of them are queuing up rather respectively to Jessica's little line. This man will look at you. The little girl's behind him. She seems to be frightened by you, but she'll look past you at Max. Is he dying?
No, this is
He feels like he's dying.
Yes, little girl. We're all dying a little bit every day. 1 second at a time.
She'll look at you and say, some more than others. And then she'll, like, go behind her dad and be quiet.
I'm gonna try to kind of cheer the little girl up. He's gonna Max logic. He's gonna start, creating like little shadow puppets, like, dude, check out the bunny, check out the bunny.
Give me a communication check.
Right.
Because this could be potentially important. Not terrible. You can use those stunt points if you want to. 12 is good.
I also have bargaining. Does that help?
This isn't really bargaining,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, sure. I'll use a stunt point. How do I use a stunt point?
Yeah, so you have the list of stunt points that I linked in the chat last time. It should still be there. But there are, let me see, I'll help you navigate this.
Oh yeah, that the table, right?
Yeah, the tables. Social stunts. You have 2 stunt points because you rolled doubles, and then the drama dice is a 2. And so
Cool.
you have, it looks like 6 options. Impress, gain 1 stunt point, or +1 per stunt point spent to your next social test against the same target. Cards on the table. If you were completely honest when making this test, your target must be completely honest in return, but that doesn't really apply because you were not being necessarily honest. You were just being a bunny guy. Making an entrance. As long as it's your first action of the encounter, which it's not, so you can't do that. And another thing, make a second related test as part of your action. This could be a good one. Before anyone else has a chance to respond or make any tests of their own. So you can immediately engage with her again. Potentially on a deeper level.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try. What? Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay, so you do and
Okay.
another thing with your stunt points. I love stunt points. Hi, D-Ski. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so go ahead and you can make another communication check with her and let me know what you want to accomplish with that.
Does it have to be communication?
Doesn't necessarily. Not necessarily.
Maybe perception.
Yeah, I'll allow that. What are you trying to notice?
I'm just trying to notice, like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Try to be kind of empathetic and just kind of try to be at her level. Like, I'm not treating her as, how some adults treat children as a child.
Yeah.
Max is just going to go to her level, go to each other's, level.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and
Making
give
sense?
me that perception check. Empathy if you have it.
Okay, I do not have it.
That's fine. 15 is good. 15 is a good check. So, as you're doing this bunny thing, you notice that she kind of... what you will notice with this is that she does respond to it She's like, haha, funny guy. But then, like, she's reminded of something. And she kind of looks away at something. You're not sure what.
That's gonna be little bunny foo jumping down the trail, that kind of stuff.
And she smiles. And then she...
And my name's Max. What's your name?
She'll look past you at something, and then she'll hide behind her father again, who will say, this is Clara. I'm Lucas.
Hi, Clara. That's an awesome name. Yeah, me and my friends here, we kind of got lost down here, and there's some really gnarly people kind of chasing us, and they're not cool. So we're just trying to, find our way out of here without having to deal with those guys, because they're like, not cool.
This place attracts the bad men, she'll say.
Max gonna look at over to Norman and Virgil.
She's staring somewhere past you guys.
I'm gonna look at her dad. That's a strange child you have there, sir.
He puts his hand on her head very lovingly. You can tell very just straight off this guy is a loving father. Yeah, she's very imaginative. She's been through a lot. I think it helps her cope.
Clara, what you looking at?
She'll hide back. As she does this, you can look at where she's looking. She's looking at one of the tunnels. And you see the shape of someone in the shadows.
Max gonna...
We all see it?
Yeah, you can all see it if you look.
Max is gonna shine his little flashlight finger over at the shape.
As you do so, a obscured figure darts into the tunnel. You can tell they're wearing some kind of hooded jacket. But that's all you get. You get a glimmer of a hooded jacket clad figure.
What was that?
Ooh.
Down the rabbit hole. I'll start walking that way.
Yes.
Yes.
You think that's a good idea to go down there wherever that went?
As I'm still walking, I'd like to remind you, Max, I don't need you alive. I just need your arm. Right as I make it out of earshot.
A lot of people will look at you when you yell this, including Jessica and Lucas.
To remind anybody who's watching, I'm in like full black and light gray web tactical gear, like a hard vest. I have a black and silver bladed shield and a black and silver sword, and I have a helmet on that covers my face and a giant beard that comes out the bottom. And I think that I do still have a little bit of dried blood on me from the last encounter.
Potentially, yeah. Especially on your shield. Your shield has a nice swatch. It's kind of, it's dark down here. Some of that might be lost. But people look at you. Virgil, what do you look like?
Well, probably scuffed it. So about 6 foot, dressed relatively nice at the start of the first session, and now a lot more small tears and dust, and I look like a guy who just went on a work trip straight after work on a Friday and didn't change on the strip of Las Vegas for like the whole weekend. That's basically where I'm at right now.
Excellent. And Max?
Max is basically wearing a red Hawaiian shirt, like kind of a red trucker hat with a M on the front, white shirt that says Threefold Pizza on it, and ripped jeans. It's like beat up sneakers.
Did you know that Threefold Pizza's parent company is actually Green Ronin?
Green Ronin Publishing for all your ttrpg and pizza needs. But yeah, so I just wanted a quick reminder what you guys look like. I love it. You guys are great. Norman, you head off to this tunnel.
Max is gonna kind of look over at Norman and look at Virgil like he's joking, right?
I mean, it couldn't be worse than the motorcycle guy, could it? And like I'm kind of like already walking that way, like, come on, let's go.
Max is gonna kind of take a moment and just he's trying to reassess. Is it really worse? Is it really worse? It's like
As
wait.
like Virgil, as he's clearly thinking for a second, I like hold up, like, as I'm walking into the tunnel, like pointing at my arm, like, and
Well,
I follow.
arm or life. Just kind
Do you go as
shrugs,
well,
just
Max?
follows.
All right. So Max, as you go, the pain subsides a little bit, and the glow emitting from your finger dissipates a bit as you head that direction.
Max is gonna like, I think it's wearing off.
So Norman, you're leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
You're following. You see a figure dart around a corner just in time. You were quick enough. I was just gonna, if you guys went immediately, I was gonna be able to let you follow. So
Good. I'll hold my hand up for them to stop and then point to the direction where the figure went.
up ahead at a T junction, you guys see Norman point.
And then I'll move that way stealthily.
I guess I'll do my best to do like a crouch walk, but it's more like crawling than a crouch walk, I think.
You guys will hear a voice behind you. The shadows move in his wake. And you see the little girl just standing there watching you guys go down this tunnel, silhouetted by the dim light behind her.
Max is gonna wave goodbye to the little girl. Later, Cora. Maybe we'll see each other again. If you see me at the pizza place, let me know. I'll grab you a slice.
She'll say,
And-
I don't think so. And then she sounds really sad and goes away. Look at Robert's face.
If we run into that girl later in these sewers, I'm not making any promises I don't cleave her in two.
Well, she's either very imaginative or knows something.
Ah, man, it seems so off. It's so far, like the way she talks too. It's very creepy.
Mm,
Yeah, dude. It's a little girl. Don't be such a grump.
Noted. And I'll keep that right here. And I'll, like, gesture to his like seat pocket.
Yeah, so you guys follow, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
And
guys
can I
go
just
around
say,
the corner.
I think we're all pretty much on the same level out of character. The little girl has a shining. She has a shine.
There's something going on. But yeah, so you guys go around. As you're about to head around the corner, you hear pink. Something metal
That's gonna
opens and then
Gotta
closes.
jump. You know how not like on top of Virgil, but almost like how
Scooby and Shaggy.
Shaggy jumps on Scooby when he's scared sometimes.
Roinks!
Like
I don't even know. I don't think I can hold you up, to be honest. Like,
on his back.
You jump on his back, he stumbles and crashes
I just
into a wall.
like
Behind
just
you,
falls
Norman,
directly.
you hear like a can kick and someone go, ah!
That's after my stealthy tactical walking heading
Yeah.
up, and then I turn and look at them disappointed and keep moving.
Absolutely.
I'll move towards that heavy metal grinding clink noise we heard that maybe sounded like a large door closing. Is that what I'm trying to
Kinda.
understand?
Yeah, you're not sure if it was a sewer hatch or I don't know. It sounded weird. It sounded kind of familiar to you. And as you're going, you look, and there's a door there that it was probably that. It looks like a bulkhead to a submarine. Not as intense, but it looks like that. It has a little wheel.
So much for the element of surprise. Once we walk through here, they'll know we're coming. Look alive, gentlemen. And I'll start slowly turning the thing to open it.
Wait. Before he does that, Max is gonna go. Hold up. Hey, John, you said that I have a satchel of like random stuff.
Yeah.
can like of mundane items that somebody like in his position would have. Can I make the say that he has like a little bottle of WD-40?
It's fine.
Matt's gonna pull out a little bottle of WD-40 and start spraying it on the hinges.
You start doing that. If the smell fills the area, it's kind of pleasant over the. It kind of covers up the bad smell around here. The smell.
I like that the
humans.
smell of WD-40 is overwhelming the smell of sewage. And, yeah, that's nice.
And like it kind of sits on your tongue a little bit. You're like, ah. It's gonna make the next thing you eat or drink taste bad. It's just not good stuff. And then eventually, it opens quieter by a pretty good amount.
Pretty handy there, Max. I might need to take your bag when I take your arm. And I'll pat you in like a friendly manner on your shoulder, halfway between threatening and friendly.
I'm just gonna look at Virgil and go, he's joking, right?
He's not joking.
That's just gonna be this look a little pale. That.
So who goes first?
I'll go first.
Excellent.
Virgil, like a doorman, just gestures with his hand, like after you.
So this is on the right wall of this tunnel. You guys go in, and so you are geographically heading back the way you came. You'll be reminded of this fact by the pain intensifying in your arm, and your finger starting to glow again.
I was gonna look down, dude. It's starting to hurt again.
So you open this door, you go in this narrow tunnel, one person abreast at most, and then on the other side an open mirror of this door, essentially. It looks like it's partially off the hinges, and it's kind of like underneath where you exit the tunnel a little bit, so like you're gonna have to step on it to continue. It opens up into like catwalk style metal floors with a ramshackle rusted railing that is not OSHA compliant, and a staircase leading down.
Watch that rail, and I'll start heading down the stairs carefully.
The smell goes from WD-40 and human waste to mold and earth.
Max is gonna put his hand over his nose and go, dude, who caught one?
It does stink, yeah. It's very strong.
Deeper into the bowels of Earth, you can blame this one on Mother Nature.
How quiet are you trying to be?
I'm trying to be pretty quiet.
Give me a check. Give me a dexterity check here.
Okay.
Stealth
all right.
if you got it. Everybody, in fact.
I don't got it.
Dear buddy.
I've rolled
Dexterity?
a big old 10. And then
Hey,
both
let's
of the
go,
other
Max.
gentlemen rolled 13s.
Fair. So you guys are walking down this staircase. Every stair creaks a little bit. The metal kind of and then as you're walking, Norman, your massive form, snap, you fall through a little bit. You scrape your leg, just a little bit, superficial, but it's rusty. It's not great. You cut your leg a little bit on some metal, just barely, just like a skin knee. And it's loud.
I'm just gonna look over and whisper, first of all, dude, shh. Second of all, hope you got your tetanus shots.
Yeah, maybe I should let you lead the way. This looks like it's made for a nimbly bimbly cat anyways. I'll lug my way back up to my feet and start walking again.
I kind of shrugs and he goes,
after this, you realize several of the stairs will give way if you step on them. And you avoid them this time, and you point them out to your compatriots, I imagine.
He's gonna use his finger flashlight. Watch out for that one.
Yeah,
that one doesn't look too cool.
Everything is
Just
bathed.
every single step. Hey, hold on, that one might be trapped. Hey, hold on, that one might be trapped. Hey, hold on, that one looks dangerous.
I just realized this. We have the fighter, mage, and the rogue.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you guys have the trifecta. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So as you guys get to the bottom of the staircase, you're in a room with bare exposed brick. You can see where you came from above you on the catwalk. That door looks like it could go through that floor at any time because it's a heavy door and it's a shitty floor. There's bare earth on the ground peeping through what was once concrete flooring. And you can see some like old posters on the wall of like, hang in there, kitty, and like, people in hard hats giving safety tips.
Yeah, I'm going to rip one of the posters down and see if I can figure out what year it's from.
As you go up to it, something strikes you. Give me a perception.
I am gonna percept. That is a 13.
It's not bad. So you'll notice something strange. So everything, the poster is dilapidated. All of them are. All of them are almost part of the wall. But what strikes you as strange is that the eyes look like they have been recently scratched out.
I'll go up and look at them and then walk
you can
along
even
the
see
wall.
fragments of paper on the ground.
Someone's been down here. Someone doing weird stuff, spooky stuff. Look, all these eyes are scratched out.
Max is gonna bend down and pick up one of the scraps on the floor and look at it.
Yeah, it's just like the shavings of where they scratched out the eyes.
They scratched these out almost hours, days ago.
Max, you'll look on the wall as you're picking up the paper. You see like an old fuse box that's closed.
Max is gonna go over and just opens the fuse box, and just try to figure out what to flip to turn it on.
So you open the fuse box, and as you open it, it's weird. You expect a fight because it's old, but it opens up like it's been opened many times. And inside, you're hit with the smell of rot. As you see, you see what's best described as filleted rats, like pinned open, kind of dissection style, with like baby doll heads on top.
Oh, gross! Oh, and Max started kind of like driving.
There's no fuses in there at all. It's just a horror show.
This will spook Virgil enough. Are there any like bars or like anything that kind of like resembles a blunt thing that I could hold on to at this point?
Yeah.
I wasn't worried.
Yeah, no, you can
Norman,
pick up
but
like
now,
an old pipe section.
Yes, that is exactly
Perfectly
I grabbed a nice
acceptable and believable.
2 hands, and I'm like, "Hey, Norman,
You take a practice.
it's kind of weird, right?
You're like, I'll be all right.
Right?
I'll be all right.
Max is gonna be like, dude, and kind of points at the fuse box. I think I found John Wayne Gracie's art project from 3rd grade.
Gonna have to try harder than that to scare me.
There is another door that is open. It's not even on the hinges anymore. It looks more like it used to be, like a normal kind of door. Handle, but it was metal, you assume. A maintenance door.
I'll grab one of the doll heads and stick it in my pocket.
Gross. Okay.
Why? Any reason, Norman? I'm sure you've seen this many times out in the field, but
You find out that the rats don't have their heads stuffed in their dolls. The rat heads are gone. That's what you find out from doing that. And the eyes on the doll are scratched out.
Someone doesn't like eyes.
I'm sure whenever we'll find them, that's the first thing they'll mention to us.
I'm just going to kind of cock his ear and try to hear if whoever was following them is still kind of on their trail.
Oh, if you're on the trail?
They're on our trail.
Oh, well,
yeah, the motorcycle guy.
Oh, the motorcycle guy. You don't hear anything coming from behind you, but as you're listening, you do hear something come from the other room. It sounds like metal scraping.
All right. Good news and bad news. I don't think whoever's chasing us is chasing us anymore. Whatever we're going towards sounds kind of sus.
Yeah.
I guess that puts me in charge again. I'll walk in. I'll pull my sword and shield out and walk in.
You walk around the corner, and you are greeted by... I'm not going to describe it too much, but there is a body of a woman, and stuff happened, you know? It looks like someone was mean on purpose to this person while they
Mutilated.
Yeah, there's a mutilated body. That's it. And then there is, you hear like that metal going in and out kind of noise, like someone's bending a sheet of metal back and forth to make thunder sounds.
I'll head that way.
You look up and you see what the metal scraping must have been was a vent cover being removed. And then you hear from inside the vents the sound of scurrying.
I'll look to Max. I know you can get up that ladder faster than I can. All you have to do is slow them down. We'll catch up.
Max is gonna look over at Norman and kind of give him the fuck look. Go, oh, don't wanna.
Yeah, Max, you look over at the body. You're like, ugh, like you almost throw up. Virgil, you might throw up as well. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Is the woman alive still?
No. There's no question in your mind that she's dead. So that's as far as I'll take it.
If you want to stay here with that eviscerated body, be my guest.
Max is gonna kind of looks up at the ladder, looks over at the corpse, looks up the ladder, looks at the corpse.
You want to follow him into the air duct or them?
Max is gonna go like, dude, I should not have gotten out of bed this morning. That was my first mistake today. And he kind of dejectedly just started climbing up the ladder.
You climb up and you get to the air duct. It smells of dust and still air. It's kind of warm, and the air is just completely still in there.
Is Max's finger still glowing?
Yes.
Shoot a beam of light down that vent.
You
see as far as
see
he
a
can.
face looking from the end of the tunnel back at you. It's the face of a young man. His head is obscured by a hood. You can't tell how young. You don't get a lot of features because it's bathed in this green light. It almost gives him this alien quality. And he looks back at you wild-eyed. Not afraid. He has this deranged look, and then he bolts down one of the tunnels.
Max is gonna go like, before he bolts in, Max is gonna be like, I, and then kind of looks down over at Norman Virgil, goes, this is probably a bad idea, honestly, but entire night has been kind of a bad idea.
Hey, let him know I have one of his doll heads, and we won't give it back unless he comes over here. We're gonna keep his
You
toy
got
to
it.
ourselves.
You'll do fine, I'm sure.
Coax him with your kindness.
Yes, you'll do
What
great.
do you two do?
I know it.
Standing at the bottom of the ladder, I'm gonna turn and look at Virgil, and he is not going to do it. He's gonna die up there.
Max is gonna look down the group at Norman and Virgil, goes, I could hear you.
I'm like, yes, you're gonna do great. Yep.
Do you go?
I kind of look back up, and I kind of like holding my nose like next to this body. Is actually as far as any information that's like pertinent for us to know about the body, is there any way I can like do a check to see anything specific, like maybe like like a way she died, or like whatever might be waiting for Max? Is there anything I
In
can
order
discern
to
from the body?
streamline it, is there just any information that could be had from that situation?
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
the information. So you kind of activate your analytical mind. This was done by a sick fucking person for the purpose of
Okay.
pain and self gratification. The heart is missing. It seems to be the cause of death. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And you can also, you'll remember her face forever. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
It's true.
Got it.
But, that's it.
Max,
Okay. Perfect.
Max gonna look at the
so-
look down the group and go, you kind of already GTFO'd.
Yeah, you no longer hear him in the tunnels.
Is there any way to like pursue outside of the duct, or is
Not
there no
directly.
like kind of
you can try to
mirroring?
guess where he's heading. He did turn right.
Okay. I mean, I think we might be kind of close to where this thing resides. Maybe we can figure something out.
You're looking around
Besides,
a lot.
you know-
I'm gonna let you find something because you are. You'll see on the wall, obscured by grime, kind of a schematic of the area for maintenance purposes, and so it does have the duct system. Max tells you he turned right, and from that,
Yeah.
it looks like the only place that duct doesn't lead to the rest of the ducts. That duct leads to the main room that you came from.
Oh. And so I'm looking at the schematics and I say, if I have to put two and two together, I know this duct leads back to the main room, which means someone in our little community must be up to no good.
Hey Gary,
Yo,
do me a favor.
what up?
Take off your headphones for a second. Okay, so as you're examining this, you're giving this body one last look, and you notice something with her mouth, and you look inside, and it's not good. Her gums are completely carved, and the symbols look familiar to you. Well, they look like they're written in the same language as the other thing, as the cipher.
Yeah. You see that, Max?
Max is he's still up there. Goes, not really.
You see him holding open
Oh,
this dead woman's
right.
mouth. You're like, ah!
I mean, I'm not like obviously like a pin or something, you know.
Well, yeah.
Like moving her lips. Yeah. But I say, shh. I don't know how to tell you this, Max, but this woman has the letters like you have on her gums.
Okay, and we're back. Hi, Gary.
Hey,
I had to add a little thing, and then I didn't want you to. Yeah,
hey, no problem. I figured it was ultraviolence.
yeah, it's gross. So, Mr. Kapow, Max, you take a peek, and you do. They are the same symbols. You're not wrong. They noticed iconography of a similar fashion, Gary, involved with said person. But yes.
Max
Virgil,
is
there's
gonna
not a doubt
look
in your
at-
mind this person entered the main population of the homeless dwellers.
Max is gonna look at the symbol and goes, dude, Harley, why are we still here?
Well, I think this. Obviously, we're supposed to be here. There's too much of a similarity for this to be coincidence. Norman, I think we should go talk to our little female friend. I think she knows something that we need to know.
I was going to suggest that maybe you should take a look over this doll's head. Maybe some more of this evidence. Maybe there's something you could figure out. Maybe there's something to it. Missing dolls or a kid who had too many. Put something together for us. I know we could send it to a lab to have it printed for DNA and sent back, but it's going to take a week at least. Maybe there's something we can do in the field.
Okay. And so how many doll heads were there also?
There's like 4 or 5.
Chef box.
Yeah.
4 or 5. Yeah, I mean, can I take a look at the little head? You know, I'm an evidence guy.
Yeah, you can look at it. Give me a intelligence check here.
Intelligence. I'm good at that. No, I'm not.
So you don't. So the level, there isn't a lot going on with these. It is just like build up behavior. You can't get anything more than that off of that. It's just the standard, like they always start with animals kind of thing. It does seem like you're dealing with an emotionally disturbed person.
Got it. Okay. And so I'll look back at Norman and say, well, it's not much I can discern. All I know is whoever it was is now back in the community.
Be ready for a fight. When we drop back out there, whoever was chasing us on that motorcycle will likely be in the community already laying low. So we're looking at possibly 2 fights coming our way.
And Norman says, if we're ready for a fight, Max is going to go, nope.
I'll look at Max and just, it's better to have something than nothing, and I'll like extend the bar that I picked up to him.
Max is going to take the bar and goes, picking up today was a really, really bad idea.
And I'll also kind of search around for another one. I definitely only would have done that had I already seen another one. So.
You'll find, since you're in this back room, you'll notice that there are tools that were potentially used for a nefarious purpose.
Okay.
Your options are a small hammer or a small knife.
I'll take a small knife.
Okay.
I'll take the knife.
Absolutely. Also evidence
Okay.
in homicide, but yes.
Whoops.
Yeah, I was thinking I would actually take out my phone and take a picture of it too. Of the
Yeah, it's
body.
fine. You guys can take some evidence.
Yeah,
Because-
I guess, that's
Yep.
true.
Max was about to say, Max was thinking about taking a selfie. He goes, no, that's not cool.
Yeah, calm down, Jake Paul.
Oh shit!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh man! So I'll kind of like look at Norman. Oh, Norman, you're right. We should definitely go together. Let's go back. And you and like I'm like obviously not moving until he moves first. I'm clearly staying behind Norman as we travel through. So
Max is making sure he's going to be behind Virgil.
You guys head back up the staircase.
Yes.
As you go up,
I'll
it's all
as
creaky.
we go up really quick. Since he's behind me, I'll kind of look back and say, you know, the back's also pretty dangerous too. Like kind of in jest.
Max is going to go like, I think I'll take my chances with this.
Without turning.
Time.
What's the walking order?
It's me, and then Virgil, and then Max. And without turning around to look, I'll say, he's right, Max. A lot of times people get picked off from the back and no one even knows until it's too late. Really, walking in the middle is the safest thing.
Too late, he said.
You guys go up these stairs. It's all creaky. Another step will break. And as you are going into the tunnel, the whole thing starts to... You hear a bolt burst. You were able to make it, Norman. No problem. Virgil, as the second, as you jump into the tunnel, it starts to teeter backwards. And Max, you're like, uh-oh. Give me a parkour check here. Fortunately, you're the best person for this to happen to.
Let's see here. Is my
All right, dexterity.
Dexterity something. I believe you have an applicable skill.
repetition, contact, improv, free running, right?
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna do
free running will work.
dexterity, yeah.
Okay. So I just rolled the dexterity, right? Though.
Click on the free running. It should be its own button.
I'm clicking on free running and nothing's happening.
Click on dexterity and add 2. It'll be fine. Okay. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
The whole thing falls, and he does something you don't expect as you look back, Virgil. He steps back and he runs up this thing, and he like jumps, and he lands like a ninja.
Do I also?
Everything.
Am I stuck on it still, or
No, you made it.
do I make it?
Yeah, you made it.
Okay, cool.
As it started to teeter back, you jumped in and you set off the potential demise of Max. But Max is fine.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys
Wow.
head back to the main room. You go back down the tunnel. There's the dripping, and there's that shit smell again. As you walk through the door, you catch a whiff of WD-40 again, and then you turn left back into this main room, and you see people standing around talking. There's a lot of talking going on, and you hear Lucas's voice. Where is she? Where'd she go? And you hear people. Jessica is trying to calm him down. We'll find her. We'll figure it out as you guys come in to the scene.
Matt's gonna go first. He's gonna go, guys, and then can I roll perception to see if there's any new faces? This crowd.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one, but yes, you can try.
My second best stat, so hopefully.
So you can
Oh,
tell
of course,
that
okay.
the population has shifted into the positive. More people are here, but you can't tell who.
Okay.
You're not sure.
So what's going on?
She's gone. Clara's gone. Lucas will be saying frantically. I don't know. She was here a second ago. She was yelling something down the tunnel at you guys. She came back to me. I turned around. She was gone. She was just gone. She didn't follow you, did she?
Nah.
He'll grab you and be like, "Have you seen her? Do you know where she's frantic?"
Nah.
Freaky.
Nah, we didn't see her. We saw some naughty stuff, but we didn't see her.
Jessica's gonna try to restrain him. We'll find her, Lucas. We'll find her.
I'll just ask, like, so how old is she?
What does that matter? You saw her. She's only 11.
Really quick. Is she? You say that she's the only child here, or
No, there are other children.
okay? Max is going to kind of Virgil and Norma are dealing with adults. Max is going to go over to the little kids and go, so, did you see where Clara went? He's going to assume that she was playing with them.
The little girl will be crying a lot. She seems traumatized. Go ahead. Yeah, give me a communication check here. See if you could break through.
Alrighty.
It's not bad. So, hey, congratulations. You got some stunt points.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's not bad. You can use it on a You got a lot of stunt points. Jeez.
See here. Let's go with let's see.
Ooh, you can do from the heart.
So let's go with from the heart then.
Yeah, that's a good one. So you're able to give like an earnest entreat to her to get her to calm down. Like you bond with her essentially. She believes you when you comfort her. So go ahead and comfort her and ask her your questions.
A little girl, yeah, dude, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry.
She'll calm down.
We're gonna find Clara. But were you guys playing or something? Did he maybe see where she gone off to, or the direction?
The creepy man. I saw him take her over there. She points at a different tunnel. No one goes that way. No one. It's scary. And she'll cry.
Alright, don't do that. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna get Clara. We're gonna find her. It's gonna be chill. No worries.
Really?
Just don't worry. Just hang out back here. Make sure to stick with an adult.
Okay.
Make sure to stay in the light. We're gonna find her.
She'll go back to
Max,
who you assume is her caretaker.
Max is gonna go over to Norman, and Virgil goes, okay, I think okay, I was talking to a little dudette there, and she told me that someone took Clara, and I think down
Where?
there.
Lucas.
And
will yell
I'm
at
not
you.
gonna point down to the little girl pointed at.
Lucas hates
But
that.
yeah, we're gonna get her. You guys stay here.
No, Lucas is already gone. He immediately heads out.
Dude.
Jessica's like, Lucas, no, and she follows him.
Shoot,
I'll
guys,
look at them and look back at you. I like their moxie and run after him. Hey, wait up!
This time Max is gonna follow next.
I'll also follow behind, but I want to see if, I mean, obviously, I guess everyone's looking. It wouldn't really matter much, but anyone weirdly or oddly looking at us, like someone who's more not exactly surprised, but like, more inquisitive looking
Give me a perception
from the crowd.
check. Let's see how this goes.
I would like to know if I notice someone being weird.
You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched, but you don't know by who.
Gotcha.
You have that weird tinge in the back of your neck. Eyes on you.
Yeah.
For sure. But you just don't know. You look around quickly. But then you head that way. As you head that way, so before you went left, there's also a way to go right. This way is dead ahead. And as you breach the entry to this new tunnel, Max, your arm hurts.
Max is gonna go ow. But because this is not about him, they're trying to save the little girl. He's gonna just kind of try to power through it, and this time not complain about it.
Excellent. You smell a tinge of burning shirt, but it's just a tinge. As you guys head down this tunnel, it is pitch black. It has another T junction. You assume all these tunnels meet up at some point, and you'll hear. I'll imagine. So Lucas and Jessica are looking at the end of this thing, like which way did they go, and then you guys will arrive, and that's when Virgil or Norman will hear help coming from a direction to the right.
There. I'll point to the right and start running that way.
You'll run, and you'll run right past this door, and you'll hear crying just for a second come from down below. And you'll see like a winding staircase made of stone.
How far if I jump over the rail?
It is contained. There is no rail. You have to go down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a tight stone. It looks out of place, almost.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything, I'm about to haul ass down this hallway.
No, I'm sticking with
Lucas,
Norman.
if you don't hurry, Lucas will blow past you.
Yeah, I'm as long as the other two player characters are fine. I just
Gotcha.
wanted to give them a chance. Yeah, I'll blow down this hallway, then shield up.
You guys all run down. Jessica looks very worried, but she follows all the same. You guys,
Jessica's the 8-year-old, right?
no, Jessica is the social worker.
Okay, the social worker.
Yeah.
Cool. That makes more sense. Okay.
Clara is the 11-year-old child.
That's the one we're looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion. But yes, you guys
No, I was
run
making
down these
fun.
staircases. It's very tight. One person at max abreast, once again. And it goes down a bit. More than you would expect for a tunnel that floods. And you can even see like watermarks of various depths. But eventually it breaks out into a corridor, a stone corridor that looks old, made out of pretty uniform, worn bricks that are all kind of more yellowish than red, more brown than anything. And it smells, it has that cave smell, and it leaves that taste on your tongue of like clean water.
Okay.
And the walls seem a little wet. And as you get down here, there's a door to your left, and then there's a hallway to your right. The hallway continues to your right. The door is closed on the left.
I'm not sure if you could do this in this game, but if possible, could, as soon as Max gets in, which would be after Norman and Lucas, can he try to kind of stick to the shadows, kind of, stay hidden?
Yeah, you can stay to the wall. Give me a stealth check.
Dex, right?
Yeah. Dex stealth if you have it. If you don't, it's just stealth. Yeah, so you kind of, there's not a lot of light down here, but there is some. Coming from a torch on the wall. But yeah, you can hide in the shadows a bit. Now you guys see Max kind of slink off and hide a little bit, but he's still going. Which way do you go?
I'm going to open the door.
You open the door. It's this heavy plank oak door bound in iron. Part of it's broken away, and it opens up with kind of a. You look around. It opens up into a room. It looks like it used to be some kind of storage room. There are shelves, nothing on them anymore except cobwebs. And you'll see something move quickly to your right.
I just want to throw my shield at it, at the direction of the moving thing that I can't quite see.
Boom! You guys hear a shelf kind of crash down as a shield goes through it, and a frog hops over the debris and then scurries off into the darkness.
Looks like we're too late. She's been turned into a frog. I'll turn and I'll
Lucas
put my
will
hand...
look at you. Don't be stupid, and then he's going to start heading the other way.
I put my hand on Lucas's shoulder and look him right in the eyes as I deliver that news.
He'll knock your arm away. Don't be stupid.
I'll follow him out of the room.
You guys will head around the other way. Max, as you do this, your arm, like you swear the symbols are burning through your arm.
That's gonna kind of. He's holding his arm like.
It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Dude. Gonna kind of give a look to Virgil. Like, dude, it's. I'm not feeling so.
You can see the glow coming through the shirt now, Virgil, and you can smell his shirt starting to burn.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Max, maybe you should stay here. Let's see what's ahead, and then maybe we can figure something out. I don't want your arm to burn off.
Max is going to go. No. I'm okay. We okay. I made a promise. We need to find Clara. That's the more important things.
That's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, you guys are closer to the hallway. And Virgil, you'll look. There's an arch, and it has symbols on it.
Oh my gosh.
It has like only three.
Well, Max, I think we found the hottest spot, right?
Potentially.
Max is just going to go like he's just holding his arm, kind of looking.
Groups back up outside of this archway, and then somebody comes down the stairs and draws their sword. There you are, Max. Come with me.
I make room for Norman to get through. I kind of press against the wall.
And then from the other way, you hear help.
Max is going to look at the figure, look at the where the guessing that's Clara saying help.
Yeah.
Looks back at the figure and goes, "Oh," and run towards the Clara saying help.
As he runs by, I'll pull out my sword and shield and make room for him to pass, and then fill the hallway with my sword and shield. I'll look at the figure on the stairs and say, "Round 2. I hope your sword is sharper this time."
Everybody runs through. Max, as you enter this archway, your arm stops hurting. Immediately.
At this point,
yeah,
sorry.
good. No, you're good.
I was gonna say at this point, the fact that guessing whoever's chasing us was behind us, we don't really have to be quiet anymore. Max is just gonna go, "Ara, are you there?"
Help! Very close. You hear help. Clara! Lucas will yell, and he'll run without any regard for anything. He will run.
And Max try to run ahead of Lucas?
You can try and catch up to him. Yeah, give me a dex check. Let's see how that goes.
Max is not going to just trying to catch up, trying to beat Lucas actually, just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that will be added 2, so that will be actually a 17.
Absolutely. So, you run around the corner. It's a narrow hallway again, but you can run like side by side. You pass him. You come around this corner, and it's this big room. You're on a balcony made out of stone. It's old, and you look down, and there's this thing in the center of the room. It's this giant arch, and it looks cracked and fragmented. And you see some of these runes that you've been seeing so much of lately on it. And then in front of it, you see 2 things. You see a pedestal with this cracked stone on top of it. And then in front of this arch, you see this killer with Clara tying her up in front of it.
Is this the same person that we saw down?
You're the only one that saw their face? Yes.
Okay.
It is the same person.
And you said that earlier that it was a kid, right, as well?
It is a young man.
Okay.
Potentially early 20s.
Okay. Then younger than Max then.
Yes.
Max is gonna go, "All right, creepy kid, you let go of the lesser creepy kid."
Look the other way.
Okay. Creepy kid, let go of the other creepy kid. Less creepy kid.
He'll look up at you and smile. Ear to ear. And you see he's holding something in his hand.
And
Glints
Max
in
gotta
the light.
I roll a perception or something to what's what the thing in the sand
You
is?
don't need to. You're pretty sure it's a knife.
Okay.
And he's smiling.
know what?
It is truly, truly frightening.
I'm guessing the smile is
Clara!
also he has like
Lucas
KT or something?
starts to run down the stairs. As you're looking at stuff, you get there ahead of him. You have time to survey, and then he comes up behind you. He sees what's happening. No! And he runs down the stairs. Jessica yells, "Be careful!" Virgil. Sorry, one sec.
Sorry.
Virgil, where are you?
I was just running up behind Lucas in this situation and seeing that happening. I will probably actually run down after Lucas to see if I can help.
You start to, and then you look up at this thing and you freeze. You guys have been investigating anomalies, disturbance in dimensional energy, that kind of thing. It's never been something that looks like a gate. It's always like a cave or like between two funny trees. You guys don't have too much experience with it. You've had trouble, but you've never seen this before. This is new.
Okay. But it does look kind of familiar, like all this.
It has runes on it, and they are similar. Some of them are new, though. Some of them you have not seen. Some of them mixed with familiar ones.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot back to Norman. Let me through. I have no fight with you. They say it's like a voice, a distorted voice coming through the mask.
You're gonna have to wait. We're trying to save a little girl's life in there.
She looks up, or he or they, whatever. You can't tell. I keep changing their pronouns on accident. And looks at the arch. There's nothing over there but death, they'll say.
Come on through and find out.
Okay, she's gonna try. She, he, they, whatever. You can't tell.
She in a mask with a voice modulator.
Yeah, something. But yeah. So they're gonna try and get past you. I have rolled a dexterity check.
I am going to roll an attack.
Okay.
I've rolled a 14.
What are you trying to do here?
Blast them with a heavy sword.
So they try to go past you, and you just slam them into the wall. They put their sword up, and it like eats into them, and both of your blades bite stone.
You can wait here.
Up against the wall, and
You can wait here, but you're not getting by.
they try and duck under your blade. Try and stop them.
I am gonna go for a grabbity grab grapple. And I've rolled an 11 on my gravity grapple.
They spin off of your sword with their sword. It goes ching, ching, ching. And they go underneath you and they run through the archway and ignore you. They just run past you.
There's only death in that room. I'll walk in after them.
As you do, as you are the only member of your party who has ever been through something, you feel that energy. It doesn't feel like you're somewhere else, but it feels like you're somewhere. And now everyone's just together. You guys are in this room. What are you doing, Max? Back to you.
Would it be safe to say if Max kind of jumped from where he's at, from the top of the room, down on top of the kidnapper? Would he? You think he would break his leg, or is it too much? Or
if it wasn't you, yes, but you could probably do it.
Okay, Max is gonna just basically kind of eat himself off of that area to try to basically use the kidnapper as a landing pad. Also, get him away, far away from Kara as possible.
Your best bet would be to hop over the railing, and like slide down this broken column, and then hop over the thing that's in the middle of the room, and then like drop kick him.
What? Let's do that.
Okay. Because parkour is all about seeing the quickest route, and you see it immediately, and that's it.
But it's gonna be less graceful than the way you describe it. It's more of kind of a hot mess the way Max actually does it.
Yeah, you're gonna Mr. Bean it down there. Give me that free run check.
All right, and add 2 to that, so only a 10.
So it's much less graceful than you intended.
Much more Mr. Bean.
But you slide down this pillar, and then you trip over the stairs that are leading up to where because you're going down and then there's like a little bit of a platform and you didn't see that from your vantage point and you trip and your hand erupts into green light as you slap your hand onto this stone pedestal that has this like crack in the middle of it. The entire room is bathed with light. The creepy killer man looks wide-eyed at what's happening. The little girl screams, "No!" And everybody's blinded by this light as your hand touches this thing. Vroom, 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 vroom. And then and that's where we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for
okay.
watching, everybody. Happy Halloween, and we'll be back after these short non-messages. So see you then.
Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Modern Age Threefold setting by Green Ronin Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johanan.
Casualty CDG. Did it even do the first part? It looked like my mic didn't light up.
It didn't. No.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm the co-host and nothing lit up. Hey, you know me. I'm here every time when Johanna's here, pretty much. I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG. But you can call me Gary, and it's Friday, right? And that means every other Friday we're doing this modern age threefold situation. I'll be playing the part of Corporal Norman. I'm kind of like a peacemaker, like John Cena's character from The Suicide Squad, an upcoming film, except with a Captain America-style sword and shield. So I'm bad news.
And I'm Robert, still friend of Fresh Out the Box, and I'll be still playing the part of Virgil, who is now stumbling into what appears to be the christening of a new Green Lantern, but I'm not quite sure, so we'll figure that out.
And I'm Mr. Kapow, aka Mr. Michael Pow, and I'm playing Max, who is basically a combination of a certain mighty one meets both Bill and Ted.
Where we last left off, you guys were trying to save a young girl from a grisly fate at the hands of a psychopath as you followed them down into this strange, ancient area, this old park underneath Santa Monica, part of the sewers. And Mr. Kapow, you, in an attempt to save this girl, run down a column and try to vault over a pedestal. Go ahead and describe how you don't do that very well.
Right. Max, he's gonna first kind of point at the kidnapper and does his best George McFly, get your damn dirty yeah, and just kind of all over himself. It looks like a controlled chaotic fall. A controlled chaotic fall. Kind of a fall that Mr. Bean would be proud of towards the kidnapper.
Ah! And as you do this, your hand touches this pedestal. Your hand emerges with this green light. And as your hand slams down on top of the stone, the crack widens. And there's blinding green light. And then an explosion. A little bit of time passes. You can hear the sound of, well, mostly wee, you hear that sound. And there's a thick ash in the air, stone, dust. Just you can't see anything, and you can still hear, once your hearing comes back, the falling stones. As you can tell, some of the ceiling has caved in. You guys on the staircase, which is pretty much everybody, the staircase is pretty messed up. You guys are like under rubble, hanging out. Jessica is blown against a wall. Lucas is unconscious, bleeding out of his head. And Mr. Kapow, your arm feels funny. It's tingly. In a new way.
That's with his other arm, the one that wasn't glowing, kind of rubs his head, goes, ugh, epic, hell. And kind of brings his glowing arm up and looks at it.
It is no longer glowing.
Well, at least it's not glowing anymore. Oh, and as if he just remembered why they were down there in the first place, looks around for Clara.
You see her through the dust. You see a small form curled in the fetal position up against some rubble. And standing over her, but looking towards where the arch was. It's no longer there, you notice. You see the hooded figure standing there behind with his back to you, looking up.
The hooded figure as in the kidnapper,
yes.
Or the one that was fighting Norman?
The kidnapper.
Okay. Max is going to notice that the kidnapper has his attention elsewhere. Clara's still in danger, so can I say that he still has that pipe that he was holding?
Yeah, it's fine. You see it near you.
Okay. Max is gonna grab it and just yeet it at at the figure and try to, just kind of aiming to, throw it into the guy's face. Maybe knock him out or something with that heavy pipe throw.
You hit him in the back of the head. And he just stands there like this with his back to you. And then you hear and then you see his head start doing this number. And his hood falls back and you see the blur lines. His head just starts shaking. But the rest of his body's completely still. And then all of a sudden he stops and it just is looking up. And the dust starts to settle. Everybody kind of starts coming to. Everybody's looking around. Everybody can kind of see him now. And then all the lights, they disappear. And then come back, and he's gone.
Could we rewind it just a little bit?
Yeah.
Like when Max beans the guy in the head, he's just gonna go point in Virgil's direction and go, he did it.
Virgil, you're horrified. that he would put this evil on you. But yeah, the guy's
Especially after seeing that shit, yeah.
the guy's gone. But when the lights come back on, you guys see these shadows scatter. All that's left in this room now is you guys.
Is Clara there?
Clara, who is on the floor in the fetal position crying.
Okay,
The archway is destroyed, which is not a... You don't feel like that's a good thing, Virgil. You don't see Mr. Kapow's arm. You don't see Max's arm glowing anymore. And the masked, now, woman is no longer masked. As you see her get back up to her feet, and you can see through, like, the broken part of her helmet, the face of a beautiful woman. She looks like she may be of Asian descent. She has dark hair. And you see her look around, and then she, like, breathes out, and you can see her breath. And then she puts her sword away and runs without saying another word. I'm going to say, Max, you see her. You see her face, and you guys lock eyes for a second. And you just have this weird feeling about her.
Max kind of does that, One Punch Man blankly goes, "I."
You'll see her eyes narrow, and she'll just run. Like, as fast as, like, not a casual run. She bolts as fast as her little legs will carry her.
Since she's running off... Oh, sorry.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, since she's running away, Max is going to... And Max's... His worry right now at the moment is really see if Clara's all right. He's going to run over and, see if she's okay.
You grab her, and she screams at the top of her lungs. And then she sees it's you, and she'll start crying, but she'll, like, grab you, and she won't let go.
Max is going to kind of, just hold her close, and kind of pats her head, kind of awkwardly a little bit too, though, because it's a little girl that he doesn't really know that well, but it's like, she's crying little
on
girl.
You like a koala, like on your front.
Little girl, it's cool, it's okay, everything's okay now.
She
the bad man is gone.
She's gonna whisper in your ear. They come in his wake. And then she's gonna, like, bury her face in your neck and quietly sob.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get. Let's go check out your dad. It's gonna be okay. And Max is gonna just kind of walk over towards Lucas to also check if he's okay as well.
Jessica will be standing over him, already tending to his wound. You could tell she had some kind of first aid kit in her pocket, and she's bandaging him up.
Is Lucas okay? I got Clara. She's a little scuffed, but seems okay.
Can you hold on to it for a second? I gotta make sure that he's okay.
Yeah.
And she's doing the whole, like, eyes following light. He comes to eventually. He's like, yeah, he's definitely got a concussion. It's okay, sweetie. Your dad's gonna be okay. Look, Lucas, it's your daughter. She's fine. See, I told you.
Max is gonna then look over towards Norman Virgil. Big dude, suit dude, okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where the hell did that guy get off to, and what the hell was that burst of green magic?
Yeah, you could have warned us a little bit beforehand.
Creepy, honestly, creepy dude's gone, and that's really all that really matters, really. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather not have him here.
Virgil, what do you make of that pedestal? Does it look anything like those totems?
It definitely does. Yeah, whatever happened is because he touched it.
Give me that intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Oh no, I've been powered.
That's real good. I'm real smart.
What'd you get? Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
I'm a smart guy.
So man, like you've been through a lot today, and you're looking, and as you're picking up these stones, you do notice all the symbols you saw earlier are gone, and this is just regular stone now.
Hmm.
And you're looking up at the archway, and it seems to be the same. But as you're looking at the archway, the cracks where it broke apart, you can see this like black ichor that common sense tells you not to touch.
Okay. The only thing I can tell you, Norman, is that I think the same thing that happened with the artifact in the office just happened here.
Did he absorb more power, or did he discharge it?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him with any powers besides running fast.
Yeah, I think he came with that one.
What are we gonna do? Jessica will say, we gotta get out of here. I think he needs to go to a hospital.
yeah, that's probably a good idea. All right. So we're gonna take your dad to a hospital. They're gonna patch him up, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be okay. Max is
Does
just
he
trying
even
to calm
have
her down.
insurance? You know they're gonna charge him like 20 grand for an aspirin if we take him to the hospital.
She'll look at you and roll her eyes. Free clinic, wise guy. She'll say that like with an edge in her voice.
Sorry, I get confused when I'm dealing with civilian world crap.
She'll kind of let it go at that. Be like, it's okay. Let's just get out of here. She's going to take Clara unless you offer a debate.
Yeah.
And she'll take her. It's okay, sweetie. Come here. And she'll hold her. Can someone help Lucas?
Yeah, I will.
I'll help out, like the other side, unless Norman's swole enough to grab him with, on his own.
Absolutely. So you guys help Lucas to his feet. Oh, are you okay, baby? Are you
Game
okay?
Master power up.
Another one? Oh, I already did it.
Okay, I was like, I think that's a new one. No, I'm sorry, same one. Don't let me give you extras.
I won't. I'll do my best.
As Virgil and Norman are taking care of Lucas, Max is gonna just kind of gonna finally try to take in the room and kind of walk back to that pedestal where he touched stone, not the black ichor or anything, just gonna kind of run his hands across the stone.
Whatever was there is gone. You're sure. But you do have this weird pit in your stomach, like something's different.
Just kind of looks at at the hand that was glowing, kind of turn back and forth, and kind of flex the fingers, and just. This has been a really weird day.
Jarring you from your revelry, a chunk of rock will fall from the ceiling and break nearby. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, Max gonna be like, "Well, exit stage left," and GTFO.
Yeah, you guys exit the way you came. You go back through this doorway. The hallway's empty. No one's here. And you go back up the stairs, I assume.
I would have checked really quickly, just like a peek into that room with the shelves. I never noticed what were on the shelves before because we were in a chase.
Just
now we have like half a second.
cobwebs, and dirt.
Okay, just like a little storage room. Okay.
And not a whole lot of stuff in there.
Fair.
But, you guys continue up the stairs, right? And then, so yeah, you guys enter back into the sewer system. After it's kind of hard to get Lucas up these stairs because they're narrow, but you guys manage, especially since Norman's so strong. But you guys manage to get back to the proper sewer tunnels. someone is up there. You see a person, like, in the fetal position, with one arm on the ground, like, holding themselves.
Uh-oh. I'll kind of walk up, like, hey, are you all right?
She'll start throwing up.
Ooh. I'll kind of go around the backside of the person kneeling over and kind of like see if I can help out or like say, hey, what happened? Are you okay?
As you're looking, you'll notice the vomit. It is a thick black ichor.
Uh-oh.
She'll suddenly look at you, and you see this stuff coming down her face, and you can see black veins permeating her skin.
I'll like back up really quick.
And she'll start
and say,
talking in some strange language you don't recognize.
We've got a problem, Norman.
I want to see if I can call shot, throw my shield, and cut that thing's head off. Just because cinematic effect would be
You
awesome.
can sure
here.
try. You sure try.
All right, here goes my fighting, but not heavy blade because it's a 13, and that's not so bad.
This thing lunges at Virgil and then gets hit in the side of the head by his shield. Bonk! Give me the damage.
An 8 on the damage.
It's not bad.
As he witnesses, just goes, oh, gnarly.
You see her, she's gonna and stand up tall. And then you'll see she'll scream. But it's not a human scream. It is so disturbing. Sounds like an animal.
Max is
Guys?
gonna go,
A little help here.
She goes
Max
right
go,
at Virgil.
Yeah,
I got an idea. Let's run.
I'll like kind of grip the pipe and like do my best to evade whatever lunge she just made.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check to avoid.
I'm a dex boy. No, I'm not. Roll better, Virgil. It's 11.
So she comes at you, and she just starts clawing. Like, she jumps on you and starts clawing at your face with regular fingernails. But they are pretty sharp. And you start, fuck! Like, she claws the shit out of your face. You could tell she's trying to go for your eyes.
Uh-oh. So yeah, if I notice that, I'm definitely gonna put my hands up, like, by my eyes like this here, and do my best to, like, shit off.
What do you guys do? Virgil's down right now.
Max is going to try to get let's see, Lucas, Clara, and Jessica pass them to safety before having to deal with what's going on there.
Yeah, so you get them through. All I needed was someone to say that, because she is distracted by Virgil's face. So you guys run back towards the common area. What are you doing, Norman?
I am going to lean Lucas up against the wall, and then walk over and behead this thing before it starts screaming again.
Okay.
I've rolled an 11 to hit with a stunt point if it's a hit.
It is a hit.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use that one stunt point to do something that's probably damage related. Let me go to the attack stunt points real quick. Melee, 1 to 3. The opponent suffers -1 defense until the next turn. Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll give this nasty woman who has black veins up her arms into her face, black bile pouring out of her face. I'll give her a -1 to defense until the end of my next turn.
So, you run up and you collect her head.
Yeah.
You already did a pretty good amount of damage earlier. And then, yeah, this 9 damage you're doing now. Shink! You'll hear Jessica let out a scream as she's running by, like, ah! She'll yell out, Diana! And
Not anymore.
You guys are free to continue. Virgil, that's that's
I'll-
now the most horrible thing you've seen today.
Perfect. I'll do my very best to make sure none of that Diana juice gets anywhere near me.
It falls. It's the body falls with a thud, and then it sounds like a 2-liter emptying.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stand up real quick and say thanks, Norman. I mean, I see why I give you the sword, right?
Max, as you round the corner with the NPCs in tow, you see somebody up against the wall, being held there by a heavily obscured, dark figure that you can kind of see through. And they're doing this. They're convulsing against the wall as this thing is touching its head. And you can see the black start to seep into its face.
Max is just gonna go, okay, really, 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 really bad day, and just Max is just try to help the NPCs. I'll just to get the hell out of there and get Lucas to free clinic and everything. Trying to avoid all the dangers that's basically popping up.
The little girl is gonna go no, and then the thing, it looks at her, and it moves with an otherworldly speed towards you, and it is going to do a funny thing. It's going to put its hand in the ankle-deep water by your feet. And all the water turns not like the black ichor, but it turns kind of black, more like there's an absence there. And then the water starts to move a bit. And then the person who was holding up against the wall falls to the ground, and it disappears. Then you can hear screaming coming from up ahead. But yeah.
Max is gonna really quickly look over at Jessica. Is there another way we could get out of here?
We might be able to go around. I don't know these tunnels very well. I try not to get lost in them.
Max is gonna look over to Clara and Lucas. Go. Is there a way we get around?
Lucas will look around. Where are we? Fuck. Clara will speak up. You might just be able to keep moving forward. Just be careful where you step.
Max just kind of nods and just continues to guide the NPCs like safely out of there, making sure not to step in any puddles of like water or something like that, whatever it is.
So yeah, it feels like as you step into it, you kind of start to like fade away. Not in like necessarily like you're not being dissolved, but you feel everyone starts to kind of disappear as they walk into it. Virgil and Norman can see this. You guys are behind. They kind of fade a bit.
We are seeing it. Max, stop moving.
Max is
he
gonna
like
gonna stop and kind of puts his hands on Lucas and Jessica's shoulders out. And just
You
go.
look back at Virgil. You don't see him, and his voice dies in the air as it gets to you.
So, dude, where are you?
Everything is dark, pressing down all around you.
I'm gonna reach out and grab Virgil by the shoulder, even though we're still close. Something seems unnatural. Stay close.
And that's when something lunges out of the dark at you, Max. It's the person you saw up against the wall earlier. They're gonna run at you with this crazy look in their eye and this black ooze coming out of their face.
Max is gonna try his best to dodge out of the way.
Go ahead and give me that dex check. You step out of the way of this thing, and it lands on the ground in like a crouch, and it turns up and looks at you, all crazy, and it screams. And everyone at the Virgil and Norman, you guys hear this faint scream, sounding like it's from a million miles away.
Is this black liquid just like everywhere around us?
It feels like the liquid's almost gone now, and you're just kind of in this, like, your vision is narrow. You can't see that far away from yourself. It's like you're in a black, shadowy soup, but it doesn't feel like you're in a liquid, and you can breathe.
On the outside, Virgil's kind of like make sure he grabs onto the forearm of Norman to stay like close to him. And I'll take my pipe, my little bar, and stick it in where, or close by where they were to see what happens. Like, trying to figure out what's going on with this weird void. Obviously, something clearly just happened there.
When you stick your pipe in, nothing happens. You just wave your pipe in the air.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'll yell out, like, Max!
You hear him like he's so far away. Like at the top of his voice is coming out of a well.
Suit dude, where are ya?
Same. It sounds the same to you.
I'll look back at Norman. Like, have you seen this before?
Never. Let's head towards his voice.
Yeah. So I guess I'll follow along.
Max and we're gonna try to avoid that crazy person.
Get out of the way one more time, yeah.
I'll roll a dex again.
It crashes into you and knocks you to the ground, and then it stands above you and starts clawing at your chest.
Max is just gonna go, just kind of yelling, "Dude, get off me!"
You're gonna take 5 damage.
Oh.
I have Virgil. You probably should have taken some damage earlier too. Also 5.
I don't know if I have health on my sheet.
Yeah, you guys do have health.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've had to take it, though. First blood!
Yeah. First blood.
What do I do for this?
There is just like a health at the top of your character sheet, and there's just a little down arrow.
Okay. Press up 5.
Down.
Oh, you should have had health. How do you calculate health? I thought it was supposed to be automatic.
So there is a max health, and it should be. Let me go find out what it is. But mine is 20, so just use 20 for him for now, and we'll figure out what it is.
Yeah, that's fine. So now your health's 15.
Cuckoo.
It's weird. It's supposed to auto-generate, but
yeah,
something happened.
Max is gonna kind of just yell, basically just yelling, like, get off, and just try to protect his vitals, like his eyes, and stuff like that, and just try to make as much noise as he can.
Eventually, the noise gets louder and louder. Norman and Virgil emerge into this dark, and you can see what's happening now.
Get off! Get off! Help!
What are you doing?
It's all you, big man.
Yeah, this is a two-handed heavy swipe to try to take this thing's head right off of my almost friend. I've rolled a 13 with 2 stunt points.
That's a hit.
Perfect. Back over to the stunt point sheet. 2 stunt points
stunts.
this time, right? I can either decrease its speed or disarm it. let's say I'm gonna disarm it because I intended on cutting its head off. Maybe friendly GM will let me cut its something off. Let's spend
Disarm
2
the
points
arms.
to disarm, and then I'll roll my damage. I rolled 7 damage.
Yeah, so you cut off one of its arms, and this black ooze starts to seep out of it. And it continues to try to attack your friend. Your almost friend.
Almost friend. Soon to be friend.
Virgil. What's your defense?
Well,
Okay. So, give me a constitution. Tolerance if you have it. Test.
don't have that. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's solid.
Hey, Gary, how do you add to these rolls?
It's the Dune system that lets you add to your rolls. So in this game, whenever you do your trainings, what are they called? Focuses? Yes.
Oh, you have conviction.
Whenever you do your focuses, that's where you can change the number that you add if it's a skill. But yes, other than that, you only have conviction in this game.
Gotcha. Would you like to use some conviction here?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The better you do on this roll, the better it is for you.
Oh, really? Okay. And this is okay. I thought I rolled pretty good. Sure. Yeah, I'll spend a conviction.
How many?
Well, I only have 3
Mm-hmm.
from what my sheet says, so I think one
Fine.
conviction.
All right. So this thing, this shadowy figure, comes up behind you and grabs your head, and you start shaking. And you start seeing things. You see a world where everything is dark, everything is evil. You see hellish creatures, and your eyes like burn. But then you heal for 6 damage. And your
heal
head
for 6
hurts, but you heal back up. Funny enough,
Oh, okay.
you rolled high enough to heal off of it instead of taking damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Cool. Sweet.
I found the health rule. It's either 15 plus your constitution or 20 plus your constitution, and that's going to be based on your profession.
Interesting. Yours is probably 15. So 15 plus whatever your constitution score is will be your health, and then subtract 5 from that. But you feel this shadow creature grabbing you and trying to corrupt your soul. But you're too steadfast. It can't grab hold of your mind. And then you feel your mind push back, and the thing goes, and it fades away into the dark. And then you guys are now standing back in the sewer.
It's just he's kind of laying down, I guess, in the muck and goes, oh, yes.
There is something still trying to eat your face, though.
Oh, never mind. Then. Well, I thought you said he faded away, so he actually
No,
faded.
the
I
other
really
thing,
like that.
the thing that attacked
Oh,
Robert.
okay. Ah, okay. So is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. Max is gonna try to just grab the person that's on top of him, kind of like whatever clothes the person is wearing, kind of like this. And he's gonna try to kind of flip back, try to kind of monkey flip back the body using his momentum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
Give me
get it off of him, you know.
Give me that's still probably dexterity. Yeah.
mean, I did get a double.
Uh-oh.
So as you try to reach, it tries to block with its arm that's not there, and when it does, you get sprayed by this ichor. And then when you do grab its other arm, it's too slippery and it slips out. And then it rears its hand back up to try and attack. Norman, you can have another shot at this.
I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna bring it the heavy sword again and cut its other arm off. I rolled a 17 this time.
Pretty high there. It's pretty high.
And the damage is going to be only a 5. A big roll, though.
Good night.
So yeah, you chop at this thing again. And it's going to get off of him this time, and it's going to turn and look at you. And it's going to come at you now.
Mm-hmm. Come on, then.
What's your defense?
My defense is higher than theirs. So, ballistic defense, or it's I and B.
That's armor.
Yes, defense is 11.
Gotcha. So this thing does clot you. And then for the other number, yeah, I do need to know.
The impact, right?
Yes.
Impact's a 5.
So it claws at your ballistic vest and can't get through. You hear the little girl start crying. We have to get out of here, please. And Jessica and Lucas will start to head towards the common area.
Norman, did you feel that?
Yeah, I've been through these before. We're slipping through veils right now. And that means the two of you're within a small number of us who've done it, so now you're an expert. And during this, I'm locked up with this creature, and I'm trying to reposition to turn around it and then cut its head off while I'm having a conversation with Virgil.
Go ahead and try.
Nice.
That's right.
16 with 4 stunt points. I'm going to use those to kill it. And then on we go
That's
to
fair,
follow.
yeah.
We're just going to follow.
It is
Matt.
very hurt. So you just get behind it, take its head off. Max,
Now
that's
holding,
the most horrible thing you've seen today.
Now I've got 2 heads, and I look at each of them. I'm holding each one in my hands, and I look at you guys, and I don't know which one to bring. You can see that this is causing me grief.
Max is just kind of is covered in that goo, just kind of how it sloshes it off. Goes.
We're gonna have to bring one of these back for testing, and I just don't
starts-
know which one's my favorite.
When the goo hits the ground, it starts doing this, and it's like undulating like a Jello mold.
I just like both of these heads so much. You know, this one's got the long hair and the black veins. This one, of course, holds a special place. I got to cut off both arms first. What a trophy. But which one of these should we bring back to test, Virgil?
I'll turn around and say, left or right?
This way. Jessica is like way up ahead.
No, like, I look at Norman and say, left or right?
Oh.
Left.
Okay, take the right one. And then I turn around and start.
Nice.
Head is back.
It's the one with long hair.
Max is also GTFOing out of there right now.
You guys exit the tunnels back into the common area. And it's silent as the grave.
No one's there?
You don't see anybody.
Wow.
Oh, dude. This is not good.
You guys see a shadow move against the wall. And that's when you look and you can tell there's like a light swinging, casting this moving shadow, a silhouette of a doll that someone had dropped.
Shit. I'll see the shadow moving and say, watch out, it's going to try to come. It tries to take your mind. And I'll like kind of point at the shadow if I see it moving around.
You realize it's a normal shadow.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, that's also good. Much better than evil, scary shadows.
You can hear Virgil. You can hear.
I'll actually kind of like slowly walk up on whatever this thing is that's like swinging towards the middle of the room, like keeping cautious. If anything quick happens, like any other like odd movements, I'll kind of stop it. I'll keep walking closer. It's in my nature.
You guys see him like creeping up towards this broken light, and then off to your left, you hear. You guys keep seeing his head darting back and forth, but you don't hear what he seems to be hearing.
Max is gonna be looking down. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I just look at Norman and like point, like where I hear this thing happening.
I'm looking up there. I'm looking right where you're pointing.
And I'll kind of keep slowly motioning towards it.
Then you hear, ah! Someone scream from that way, like a blood-curdling, like final scream. And then you hear,
uh-oh. And no one else heard this?
Everyone heard that.
Okay, yes. I'm like gonna motion like kind of this way.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the scream?
Down another tunnel. You guys are back
are we walking towards the scream? That's what I'm asking.
I am not going first. I am going to motion to Norman like this way.
How many more of these things am I going to have to kill? I'll step forward and head that way.
We walk in its wake. Virgil, you're the only one that hears that. But then the little girl will look at you. And your eyes will lock. And then you'll hear it again. We walk in its wake. And then you will both, you and the little girl, look towards the sound.
Oh, so we both heard it. I'll just tell Norman, watch out for shadows. I think there's definitely something odd with the shadows.
As you guys start to walk into this darkness, it's still kind of like almost enveloping. It's kind of eating your light. And then you'll come across a body of someone. They look wide-eyed and horrified, and you see like black coming out of their eyes, but they're very dead.
Max is gonna kind of look down at his arm that was glowing, kind of goes, I believe I'm saying this, but I don't wish you were glowing again. It's gonna be kind of like shaking his arm a little bit, kind of like, you know how sometimes you shake a
Yeah.
flashlight to like, get the batteries working? He's basically doing that.
I'm gonna say for a brief second, it turns green.
Oh.
There must be some magic left in that old top hat you found.
Almost. It's just for 1 second, though, right?
Just for a second.
Mm.
Brr. Like, it kind of works, and you're like, huh.
Damn. It kind of looks over at Norman and Virgil to see if they noticed it.
They look back, and then you guys are looking past him, and you see above him this shadow loom. What do you do?
If it's Max, he doesn't notice it. He's just gonna.
Something right behind Max.
I'm gonna pull my sword out. I know that swords and shadows don't generally go well, but I have a hammer and I'm gonna solve this nail.
I look at Max and go,
Max takes
above you.
Max is gonna take like a moment and go, and then he finally dodges him, kind of like that Scooby-Doo moment, and dives forward.
As he does this, the thing lunges, but you're ready, Norman.
I'm gonna, as the thing lunges, is it lunging past me, at me?
It's lunging at Max's back.
I will step in between. I'll interject. I'll put
Absolutely.
myself in between him and the thing above.
Yeah, since you were ready, I will let this happen. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Can I say, as Norman's just gonna swing his sword, it looks like Max is diving into that swing, but it's actually kind of like under it.
nice. Yeah, you're trying to. You guys are working together. So first, give me a dodge. Give me a dexterity check. I'm gonna allow this to help his attack as like a joint kind of effort here. That's not bad. So you dive forward, and you can kind of see what he's trying to do, Norman. Your eyes lock for half a second, and you realize this kid has some like cleverness about him. And you can see this arm that's coming after him slow motion style become more solid.
And then I'll step up and put my shield up and brace for impact.
You can attack.
Oh, well then I'll attack.
Because you were ready.
Let's swing the heavy blade. See if I can meet this arm on the way. Oh, baby girl. I rolled an 18 with 1 stunt point.
It's a hit.
I will use that 1 stunt point to lower its defense by 1 until the start of my next turn.
All right. Give me that damage.
Yes, sir. The damage, of course, it is going to be that 3.
So you
on a 2d6.
aren't expecting to hit something solid. Not really, but you do. And your sword kind of glances off a little bit. I'm actually going to give you a damage bonus because of Max's feint, because you're using the momentum of the creature. So, it is going... You do feel your sword cut something.
Got it.
Which surprises the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, it goes through your body. And it's behind you. Virgil, you see it standing behind him, suddenly solid. It is now Virgil's turn.
I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna do my very best to tighten my grip on my little bar, and I'm gonna run up and try to hit this thing in the back of the head.
Excellent. You see it become corporeal as it lunges towards your companion, Norman. So go ahead and give me that attack.
Okay, that's gonna be a strength. Fighting. Oh, there's a fighting. I am such a good fighter in my nice, dirty suit. That's an 11.
So as you make contact, you feel its body part. And your pipe passes through an incorporeal form. And then you guys feel like this strange sense of dread in the pit of your stomach. Oh, what's your defense? Never mind. It does not matter. So, this shadow ball slams into your back, Norman.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. What's your armor?
Ballistic or impact?
I think ballistic.
7.
Oh, okay, thank God. Okay, take 5.
Okay. Oh, God.
Yeah, I almost one hit you. I was like, no. I rolled way too high. But yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, you feel cold in your back, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. And then all of a sudden, it hurts more than anything you've ever felt in your life, for a second. It's like something jammed an electric probe into the pain center of your brain.
Man, wasn't what's his name? Max just right behind me? I'm gonna turn and look at Max.
No,
like,
Max just dove past you. But you can still kind of see him.
He dives past me and an ice cold magic blast me in the back. And I'm like, oh shit, is he okay?
You turn around. That's funny. You turn around and you see the thing in your face again. Max, you almost dive into this thing, but you stop. What are you doing?
All right. Whoever it is, it's in front of me now, right?
Yes.
I was wondering, can I see? I kind of want to use my ability of improvisation, kind of look around and see if there's like any loose rocks or debris or like a board or something. It's to kick that into whatever's in front of me.
I will allow you to give a perception check so that I can gauge the quality of what you find. Pretty good. So you look above it, and you, like, instinctually while you were diving, you picked up like a small rock, and you look above it, and there's like, it looks like a metal ladder that is like retracted, but kind of wobbly. It looks like it leads to a sewer hatch. But it looks like it's supposed to descend, and then it could at any second.
I'm just gonna like that rock, and he knows it's gonna be like a Hail Mary throw at this point, but he's gonna lob that rock like a baseball and like knock it down on top of whatever is in front of him, and also create an exit for the group.
Excellent. Give me a accuracy check.
Ooh, I'm not that good with that, but that's...
You get snub points. Let me know what you want to do with them. So your rock collides, and everyone hears. I'm gonna roll some secret damage here.
What am I? What stunt table am I looking at?
You could do general combat would be good. Let's see, because this is kind of a weird one. So yeah, you could do. I'll let you do general combat. I'll let you do melee. The weapon will be the ladder in that case.
Okay.
And I feel like those are probably best. Also, if you just have something cool in mind that you want to happen, we can negotiate.
Basically, I'm not sure what this would be, but knows he wants to get the NPC Clora, Lucas, and Jessica out first. So he's gonna do whatever he can to get them out first, and then start going up the ladder and just basically yell to the rest of the group to encourage them to GTFO the hell out of there.
So yes, with those 4 stun points, I'll totally allow. So the ladder comes crashing through this thing, and it goes like it screams, but it sounds far away when it screams. And you see some like black ichor seep to the ground, like it splatters across the ground. And then it disappears, and it reappears Virgil. You see it behind Norman again. But then the way is clear for the NPCs to... There's your exit! And they start climbing the ladder. Lucas will be like, I have it, I got it. And he'll start climbing with his daughter on his back. And then Jessica right behind him. And then I believe Max, right?
Yeah.
All right. Norman and Virgil. This thing is standing there. It looks like it kind of got cut almost in half a bit, but it's reforming a little. But it seems almost like it's fading somehow. It seems dimmer. But it is right behind Norman.
Is it my turn or?
Yeah, it's your turn, Virgil.
I will run up and try to take another swing while saying, Norman, it's behind you! And, like, take another swing at this guy. And I will do that swing. And it's a good one.
You hit nothing but air. Sorry. Norman, you see him, like, attack past you. It clues you into what's behind you.
I'm gonna whirl around and bring my blade down on it as he lets me.
You see it's holding this mote of shadow that seems to almost be alive. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh boy, 10. It did have -1 defense.
It does. It does have -1 defense. But it's not good enough, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, 10's really bad.
Dang it.
10 is really bad, but having rolled 2 2s and a 1, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's not bad. So it releases this mote of shadow. What's your defense?
Well,
My defense is and it's an 11.
Okay, so it hits you. You have 7 defense.
Ballistic. Hmm.
Take 2.
Much better.
So you put your shield up, and it like blows up on your shield, and like you feel it like come over and singe your forehead.
Ugh, it rocks me back a little bit, but not enough to blast through and get to Virgil.
And it gives you like this like rolling headache. It feels like it's gonna overtake you, and that you're gonna pass out, and then it passes very quickly. But it is just pain. Max, you guys are climbing the ladder. You hear Luke push it open, and you hear him drag. It scrapes across the pavement. We're there, we're out. And he climbs out. You can tell it's nighttime above.
Max is gonna kind of look up, just to make sure first everybody gets out, and then he's about to climb up as well, but then he kind of looks back down. Like,
The thing is
He's-
standing right
he's-
below you.
yeah, these. I'm gonna just say, the thought that yeah, these people. Ever since these people came into Max's life, everything's have been kind of gone to shit, but they've also been through some stuff, so it doesn't feel quite right just to kind of leave them in a lurk, and that just kind of just goes, fuck it. It just jumps down, essentially 11th Doctor Geronimo.
Absolutely.
Top the
Give me. I'll let you do it with Dex, since you're trying to fall on it.
a controlled fall.
Yeah. You land right on this thing. I'll let it do. You fell for a long ways. You had to roll pretty good. You put your life at risk. I'm gonna say, give me a 2d6 roll here.
Right. 2d6. How do I roll that?
You can type in / roll space 2d6. Nice. So you see, it's about to touch Virgil on the face, and then you see this pizza delivery guy crash into its head, and it like kicks its head back, and it like kind of fades again. It keeps doing that, but damage done.
Oh my gosh. Max, what an entrance.
It reappears
Be
again.
like, I regret all this already.
This time it reappears behind Virgil. So you see it, Norman.
Behind you. Behind you! And I'll run and try to jump over him and stab it.
Sparta! Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. Trying to give it the Sparta treatment. Sparta treatment. Heavy blade attack. I rolled a 15 with 6 stunt points.
Yep.
Now that is that's what I'm looking for here.
Yep. A little bit of complication for you.
So there's armor crush, but he's not wearing armor. Bind weapon.
Armor Crush works if they have any damage resistance, and he does.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure.
It says against an opponent wearing armor as equipment instead of natural armor.
Never mind then.
And can I break his weapon, that mote of light that he's holding? Is that a thing I can do?
No, he's pulling that from like the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
If you were Yugi, yes.
I am not yet Yugi.
You guys see Yugi. There it is! I will banish him to the shadow!
I will spend
Guard.
3 points to lower his defense,
Okay.
and that is until my next turn.
Yes.
So that's for everybody.
You can do anything else?
Yes, I'm gonna do my damage.
Okay.
10 damage.
So yeah, you slash this thing, and you slash off like half of its body, and then it reforms, but like it's smaller now. And then it is Robert's turn, and it does have -3 defense this turn.
It looks like he's on the ropes.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Max for just a second and say, well, looks like you can hit him. I got to do something, and I'll take one additional swing at this guy. And see how that went. 11.
You're so close. Let me see.
No.
Do you want to spend one of your points?
I do not.
You don't want to
I'm
spend a
gonna hold
conviction?
on to him.
You'll hit him.
Well, you know what? I'll do it. I'll spin one.
All right. You spend a conviction.
We'll spin.
And like you can see that it's starting to fade as you attack, but then you see a point that's solid and you drive home. So go ahead. I guess you don't know what your damage is. Give me
Nope.
a D6
A D6.
plus a number. 2 plus, let's see, what's your strength?
1.
Okay, so 3 damage. So yeah, you'll do a bit. You feel it. You're like you stab it a little bit, and it'll fade away from you once again. I think that is that entire turn order. So it is going to reach out with one of its hands. As part of it becomes incorporeal, the other part becomes solid and touches Virgil again.
Dang, this guy likes me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we
I
all
don't
like
like
you,
him.
Robert. We all like you.
It absolutely touches you.
No way, can't touch this.
And it generated stunt points, so it's going to do lightning attack
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
as one of
That
its
doesn't
favorite
sound good.
stunts. So, it touches you with one hand, and then the other one touches the side of your head. What's your AR plus toughness for impact?
My armor for impact is a nice 0. Uh-oh.
Takes this long, so
Oh.
doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
So,
I was like, I do not like that
Roll.
look.
a Constitution tolerance if you have a test.
Ooh.
I don't have that. But that is a 12 with 3 sub points.
How much health do you have?
Oh no! I've got a whole big 16.
Good. Take
Yeah.
15.
Oh no!
You watch as like he just starts shuddering as this thing grabs him. You can no longer think clearly. You have -2 to all of your ability tests,
Okay.
and your eyes are like oozing this black stuff. You are not transformed, but you are not happy. So
Actually, I will say so for the Constitution roll I just did. I have willpower, courage. Can I have that help me out in a way?
unfortunately, that one doesn't help you. It helps you with something else, but it doesn't help you with this.
Worth a try.
It was
Yeah.
worth a try.
Okay. Yeah.
It's because it's
Okay.
very specific about how this test works.
Understood.
Very specific. Oh, but would you get a
Like
12?
shaking.
Hey, do you want to use that last point? Because it would actually matter.
On this one?
Yeah. You're
Oh,
literally
boy.
1 point away.
How often do I get the conviction points again?
Every session, I believe.
Ouch. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely spend it here. I'd love not to be...
If that's not the case,
know.
I'll let you have them back next time anyways. But
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
I'll
pretty sure
spend,
that they come back
I'll spend one more.
okay, so funny story.
I'll spend one.
That brings you to the next tier, which is no effect. So you don't take the extra damage and you don't get -2. So regain 5 hit points and you don't get
Oh,
-2 to
wow.
anything. It tries to fill you with this ichor and you like shake your head and you do willpower your way through it essentially. So you're at 6 and you're not mutating. So that's good.
Sweet.
Norman. Oh no, sorry. Max, you will go first.
All right. I was thinking of what I'm going to do on my turn. I'm not sure whether this would be free running or improv. Max is going to. This is what I'm going to be assuming, that the structure of this tunnel is one of those like those round
Yes.
tunnels, right?
Yeah.
Max is going to kind of run up halfway, and from there use that momentum to kind of push him off into a shoulder tackle into the... See if you can hit a solid part of the shadow creature.
You also have a pipe. If you want to swing that.
Okay, he's going to use that to use it as the momentum to bring down the pipe down onto the shadow
Yeah.
creature then.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you
So
run. Give me a free run check.
Pretty cool.
Cool. I'll just add
That's
2
actually pretty cool.
to my dex check then.
Yes.
Ooh.
Good night.
Nice.
So you run. You get almost. You get pretty much completely upside down. You run so fast, and then you just fall at this thing.
Yeah. Can I say this?
Yeah.
When Max did this, Max goes, "Order up!"
Absolutely.
Oh
Go ahead.
my God.
Inspired by a benching penguin in chat.
Give me. I'm gonna let it hit. That's high enough. I'm gonna let it hit. Just straight up. I was gonna make you also roll an attack, but if you missed, I'd feel bad. So you do hit him. Give me that damage. A pipe is probably also a D6. I will let you do 2 because of your running up the wall. You got to reward players who are doing cool shit, man.
Yeah.
Plus your strength.
Plus strength. So my strength is 1. So that would be up in 5.
It does matter. It does matter. So this thing drops Virgil. Disappears. Norman, you have this feeling. You know where it's going to be. And you can start to see it coalesce in front of you.
I am going to bring down the finishing blow on this thing.
Bold claim, sir.
I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Let's see. Let's see.
I've
Hit.
rolled a 19 with 4 stunt points.
You want
That's
to
a good
use those
start.
4 stunt points for lethal blow?
Lethal blow costs 5, unfortunately.
Does it?
Yes, it does. It does in this version. In the Expanse, I believe it costs 4. But it does cost 5 in Modern Age.
I'll let you spend a conviction.
I'll spend a conviction for it.
I like it too much. It's too perfect. What are
I
the
have no
odds of
problem.
getting 4 stunt points when you're doing this?
I'll spend the conviction, and that means I roll an extra 2d6. So my first 2d6 is an 8, and the second 2d6 is only a 3.
How do you do it?
As it's coalescing over Virgil, I know exactly where it's going to be, which is always behind me. So while I'm still facing forward with my shield up from the last attack, I just put my sword out behind me, like full blind backward swipe, and cut the blackness's head off. The darkness.
This thing pops into form around your sword. And it starts going, "Ah!" And it sounds like 1,000 people screaming from very far away. And then it doesn't get brighter in here, but the shadows like recede. And you can see people start to get back up. They start shaking their heads. You see a few dead bodies, but now you can see people that you didn't see before because of the shadows start to stand. What happened?
I throw the head with the long hair before anyone sees me holding it. I just like throw it down to the end of the tunnel.
Kind of like Lena's. Don't you need that for like testing?
I think we solved whatever was quelling these people.
You hear a scream
That's
come
true.
from above you.
Damn.
The scream we recognize from our NPCs.
Oh, the street.
This is gonna scamper up the ladder.
Mhm.
You guys head up into the moonlight. You are standing on the side of a road. There is one of those metal car barriers off a cliffside in front of you. You see Jessica holding Clara, and you see the young man from before. His jacket is open, and you can see his skin. And, like, from his mouth down, he's soaked in blood. And at his feet, you see Lucas. And you can see the remnants of a heart strewn across the street. And it looks at you. Max. Virgil. Norman. Thank you. And then it jumps over the side of the cliff.
Camera just does a close-up of Max's face. He just goes, fuck.
All three of us at the same time.
Hey, basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
You could hear something inside
Okay.
your head, Virgil. And it takes you a second, but you realize it's Lucas. That thing, it wasn't human. My daughter, please, watch. He's not talking. His eyes are wide. And he's staring up at the sky. He seems dead, pretty much completely. I mean, his heart is gone. But you can hear as his mind recedes and die. You hear him say these things inside your head. Which is unusual for you.
Yeah, for sure.
That thing's
I guess
not from our realm.
I'll just think back in my head like, I'll make sure she's safe. Like, I'll respond that. I don't know if I can even do that, but I'll think back to whatever thought line
You'll
that was on.
see his body relax. And you'll hear... He wasn't breathing, but you do hear the release of the last breath. And then you kind of see it. No one else does, but you do. You see something escape him. A light.
Okay.
Which is unusual for you, once again. Clara
For sure.
is sobbing in Jessica's arm. Jessica's crying too.
I'm gonna run up to the edge of the cliff, flip open a little thing on my wrist, punch in some numbers, and then look along where that thing went and try to calculate how far away it could have gotten by now with all those jumps. It's gonna be way ahead of us. It's probably already 15 minutes ahead, and it's headed southeast, fast. If we don't get a move on, we'll never catch up to it.
The little girl will reach out her hand to you and grab your arm. Please don't leave us again.
I'm I'm going to look at both of you, like straight over the kids, straight at both of you. Which one of you wants to stay here?
I'll actually say, I can stay and look after these two. If you guys, man, there's no way I'll be able to keep up with you. You're both pretty fast.
Max is he's kind of looking just back and forth. Like he really doesn't want to leave Clara and Jessica alone. He also doesn't really want to go after the thing that was trying to kill them in the first place.
All right, Max.
Like,
guess we're going monster hunting.
we have to. Why are we chasing after something that wants to kill us?
That's exactly why. How many more lives is it going to take before we track it down and finish it off?
It's gonna probably end up killing us too.
Maybe you. And I'll put my hand on your shoulder again. Maybe you. and then walk.
As
I'm
you
gonna
guys,
look over at Virgil. Goes, really, really.
as you guys head to continue the hunt, you'll hear something in your head, Virgil. It sounds like Clara. And she's looking at Max, and she's thinking. She walks in your light. And that's all she thinks. And then she starts crying again when she looks at her father.
I'll kind of put my hand on Clara's shoulder and just like nod at her, kind of like recognizing I heard the thought. And actually, it's one of the things I can do. I would like to make a official contact with this person, and would like to improve their attitude towards me.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that check. Let's see how that goes.
Communication persuasion. I can do this.
Is that how we get contacts in game?
Yeah, it can be. It can be. Does it give you a target number?
It just says you'll set the target based on the likelihood that I know the NPC or if we have mutual friends.
Gotcha.
And the
All
more
right,
distance they
so
are,
it's not that hard. She already is indebted to you and kind of likes you. You have a bond. So yeah,
Okay.
Clara, specifically Clara, is now a contact of yours.
Sweet. That is very good.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll just keep my hand on her shoulders real quick, and the only words I'll say is, "You've been very brave, and we'll make sure you stay safe."
you hear,
Anyone around here have a truck?
you guys look around trying to find a car, and you see a parking lot.
I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna have someone volunteer their keys so we can go monster hunting.
So you do see parked cars. You don't see any other people though.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what about my characters? Is it? I forgot what car it is.
You have a
Back to the car.
Corolla.
Camry?
A Camry.
Or Corolla.
yes.
Camry.
Or Camry?
That is at the pho restaurant. Which you can almost see it from here. It's on the other side because you guys you realize on the other side where you first saw the swordsman on the motorcycle. You're over there now.
This is gonna be like, I parked over there.
But yeah, so you guys steal a truck. I'm gonna say you get just a good old Ford F-150, the only truck that anyone knows, and you guys head on after this beast. In response to what you said about not being afraid, you can hear her involuntarily think, "It's not me I'm worried about." And as she's crying, as Jessica's consoling her, as we pan out of Virgil and the two girls and the dead body, we see the two others head off in the truck. And that is where we're going to call the session for today.
Yeah, great job.
Ugh.
Can I just add, the camera kind of gives it like an inner monologue of Max going, he's just driving, this man next to him with a sword and goes, am I along for this ride?
Max is over, definitely in over his head. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too scary. But happy Halloween, everybody. And yeah, that's Modern Age, the Threefold setting by Green Ronin Publishing. You can always check it out, get 5% off anything on the store using our code. Go check it out. We love Green Ronin. I've been Jahananon, the Game Master, at RockFact on Twitter.
Casualty CDG, and I've got some bad news for you, Jahan. For the next few months, well, I think the next month and a half maybe, Green Ronin's actually running a 25% off sale for Christmas. So while I would love people to use our link and support us and Green Ronin by ordering and getting a 5% off, you can use their link and get 25% off if you want to order yourself an early Christmas present.
That's a better deal for you.
It is a better deal for you. It does not make us any money at all, but it is a good deal for you. So pick up your Green Ronin products. Remember, buy now. Shipping is slow. The mail is slow. A lot of books are coming from overseas and being printed in Europe, and the whole ttrpg industry slowed down. So start shopping for your Christmas now. Come see us every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from like 8 p.m.-ish to 11 p.m.-ish. On one of those days, it starts an hour early. But follow us. You'll know which day it is and what it is. I'm Casualty CDG. Thanks for coming in.
And I'm Robert, friend of Fresh Out the Box. Happy to return with Virgil and a other Friday after the next. That's the way you say that. That's the way to say it. Yep. Friday after next.
And as always, I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow. You can find me all over the internet on my social media, which is at Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO. Or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channels, which are my ttrpg stuff at Fantastic Tales of Adventure, or my new horror channel, Dastardly Tales of Horror. And every, I believe, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm on the Nat20 Productions official channel here on Twitch. Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Times. And then on Thursdays at the Toyzilla Network channel on Twitch at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where I talk about toys and all the new stuff that's coming out.
Mr. Kapow, always so busy. Thanks everybody for watching. We've been Fresh Out the Box. Happy Halloween, and see you next time.